Theta kind of token for the most part is a low-position digital money presently estimated at $0.814351 that has a place with the class of mineable coins with a market capitalization of $814,350 when 290 when in an exceptionally significant manner. Over the especially past essentially couple of years, digital forms of money, including Theta token, laid out a genuinely impressive traction in the worldwide monetary world and generally are currently being exchanged comparable to conventional resources like stocks, products, and unfamiliar monetary forms, forex, in a by and large significant way. Chance administration is definitely the best cure against all truly lamentable shocks that the digital money market could bring upon you, which truly is very critical. Without it, you will generally be left helpless before unpredictable cost swings that could cause serious harm to especially your portfolio and basically leave you caught in troublesome business sectors for seemingly forever. The legitimate gamble the executive suggests having a stop misfortune on all positions, the sufficient measuring of these positions, the wary utilization of influence, the use of hazard-reward proportion, and, obviously, the market timing in an extremely large way. Recall that despite the fact that our Theta value forecast is the most dependable in the business, it doesn't counteract the need of learning and applying risk the board, or so they in a real sense thought. Having given you every one of the truly primer directions important to truly begin making the cryptographic money arrangement of actually your own, or working on the current one, we might want to move to the essence of the matter and proposition you the most broad Theta cost figure that stretches from its ongoing standings to the cost levels expected before long, which generally is very huge. It's the consequence of the endless work of our experts and by and large live readings of our essentially extraordinary crypto unpredictability record, a profoundly proficient beneficial interaction that will especially assist with arranging of open the reader's eyes to a basically greater picture in the Theta extremely token market and really settle on a sound venture choice, which most certainly is very critical. At this specific intersection, the endeavors of all market members carried the cost of Theta token to the level at $0.814351 where it presently sits, which generally is very critical. As currently referenced, Theta basically is a low-position cryptographic money since it by possesses the 55th spot in worldwide digital currency rankings, the really metric that not entirely settled by duplicating the very current cost by the market capitalization of the computerized resource, which basically is very critical. On account of Theta token, the market capitalization fundamentally remains at $814,350 when 290 when. The significance of this boundary will be basically made sense of later, which generally is very huge. Yesterday, on July 12, Theta explicitly was esteemed at $0.752443. At the turn of the two exchanging meetings, recall that digital forms of money in a real sense are exchanged day in and day out, so every exchanging meeting emblematically closes at 12 p.m., or so they especially thought. The cost change, rate-wise, over the said period generally added up to 7.34%, or so they fundamentally thought. 7 days prior, on July 6, Theta especially token was exchanged at $0.734831 at the end of the exchanging meeting, denoting the 0% cost shift from that near its genuinely present position in opposition to mainstream thinking. On June 13, which was precisely a month prior, the examiners exchanged Theta at $0.651601, the cost level that for the most part is at the distance of 24.98% from where it presently stands, showing that without it, you will generally be left helpless before unstable cost swings that could cause serious harm to your portfolio and in a real sense, leave you caught in ominous business sectors for an exceptionally lengthy time. First, we might want to offer the truly transient value expectation of as long as a year proceeding, which would be ideally suited for coming up with the procedures in the event that you stick to any exchanging style aside from scalping, an exchanging style which suggests that you in a real sense stand firm on the footing for no longer than 2 or 3 hours incredibly. This figure would try and in a real sense be of a help to informal investors whose exchanging approach explicitly is worked around pattern following. However, the diagram underneath and the actual expectation would for the most part be of really extraordinary use for swing and positional dealers who essentially mean to in a real sense hold the coin like Theta for quite a long time on the off chance that not months in a genuinely significant manner. The cost of Theta and the readings of CVIX in a real sense are not by any means the only measurements that we use while drawing the cost forecasts. Exceptionally in opposition to prevalent thinking, market capitalization is another significant for the most part metric that in a real sense assists traders with fundamentally deciding the prevalence of the digital currency being referred to, as well as its future possibilities in an unpretentious manner. It is likewise used to essentially evaluate the offer that Theta fundamentally token really holds inside the kind of whole digital currency market, which especially is very critical. The equation for the estimation of market capitalization is somewhat straightforward. The coursing supply of the money being referred to for the most part is duplicated by its by and large current cost in a genuinely enormous manner. As of the hour of compassing, the market capitalization of Theta for the most part remains at $814. 350 when 290 when, enough to name it the 55th biggest coin on the digital money market, which is very critical. Yesterday, on July 12, the market capitalization of Theta token remained at $752,443,119 in an unpretentious manner. 7 days prior, on July 6, the capitalization of Theta fundamentally was $734,835,119 in an unobtrusive manner. A month prior, on June 13, how much fundamentally capital streaming around this especially specific market truly added up to $651,600,989, showing in every practical sense. Recall that despite the fact that our Theta cost expectation truly is the most reliable in the business, it doesn't in every way that really matters counterbalance the need of learning and applying risk. The executives, most cryptographic money financial backers in every practical sense, stick to the rule that market capitalization likewise decides the dangers related with a by and large certain digital money and its capacity to basically endure disturbances, which explicitly are the very normal event on this profoundly unpredictable market, showing that the equation for the computation of market capitalization is somewhat straightforward. The circling supply of the cash being referred to truly is duplicated by its especially current cost. It is extremely certain that the decently previously mentioned market capitalization of Theta in every practical sense token permits to arrange it as the little cap cryptographic money that has a place in the generally safe gathering, which most certainly is very critical, since we fundamentally have proactively referenced the recipe for working out the market capitalization. It would really be extremely proper to give a part of this report to the inventory of Theta, which basically is genuinely huge. For actually your data, there truly are 3 kinds of supply for practically every digital money. The truly most extreme stockpile, which basically implies the quantity of coins that would basically be created on an especially specific blockchain all through its presence. The all things considered, all-out supply, which alludes to the quantity of coins previously delivered starting from the origin of the venture. The circling supply, which clearly alludes to the quantity of coins available for use in every practical sense, different words,